Hello, I'm M.K. Davis. I want to talk about the Patterson Bigfoot film and some methods that I use when I'm working with the film. I'll talk a little bit about overexposure, things like that lead to false impressions. Let's just take a look at, let me go here. Let's see. There we go. Okay, now this is several generations down from the master copy of the film. It still tells you a lot. You can still get information from it, but it's not as sharp as some other copies closer to the master. But even more importantly, there's other things there that mislead. And one of those is, look at the sandbar. It looks white as like a sunny day at the beach. And whenever you copy a positive image to a positive image, it builds contrast, and the lights get lighter and the darks get darker. If you kept on copying it, these would be washed out completely, overexposed, the sandbar would, and this would be, the creature would be a black or dark, very dark silhouette. It may startle you to see the actual look of the sandbar, but here it is. What a difference. I'm going to go down just a little bit and put them side by side. It's a big difference. And I say it misleads. This gentleman who claimed to be the man in the suit said that he walked across that white sandbar. And when he said that, I knew he had never been there, because there isn't any white sand there. It's all, a part of the copying process that creates that overexposure. It's quite dark. Wow. Well, anyways, let's continue on. This is frame 008 in group 2 from the Patterson film, taken with a microscope. This was taken from John Green's copy, one of his copies, because both of those came from John Green. This copy was taken through a microscope by researcher Richard Noel. You can see the edge of the field of view is curved. Everything on the edges is kind of skewed a little bit because of the nature of a microscopic lens, but in the center it's well focused. Now, when I do my research and I'm interested in finding things on the film that would tell me if it's authentic or not, I could not help but focus in on this part right here, because they say that this is a female Bigfoot. So I'll show you what some things you can do. Part of the reason why this is so, it looks, people claim out of focus, but it's not. It's because it is suffering from chromatic aberration. In other words, the lens on the cameras or even the copier or the microscope do not bring all the colors to an exact focus. So you got maybe one particular color that's sharp, and the rest, a color photograph is several colors overlaid. So you have unfocused excuse me, unfocused colors that are laid over and obscure the sharper ones. So let's take a look how we can overcome that. Well, first I want to do is make a reference mark. So I'm going to that should do it. All right, I'm going to make a little tiny dot. And you can see it right there. There it is right there. And it goes through all those layers, and it's on each and every layer. All right, now I'm going to lasso. Well, first, let me do my color split, which is essentially a filtration. Split to CMYK, cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. This is compared to RGB. Yellow. This is a filtration designed for the computer to print with. And because the skin right here is a different tone than the hair, you can isolate it or diverge the two and actually see much more detail. So let's do that. All right, now this right here is K, which is black. It's the very dimmest things. It's not a lot of information in this one because it was well illuminated. And this right here is yellow, information that's in yellow. It's displayed black and white, but it's all the information that's in yellow. Take a look at this because it's murky. This right here would be magenta. Look at it. Now when I show you this more precisely focused, this is cyan. This has the focus that I'm looking for. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lasso this. And I'm just going to take it over here and lay it over the top of this. Like so. And I'm going to, right now it's 100% overlain, so you can't see anything underneath. I'm going to change that to a 35% transparency. Okay. Then I'm going to enlarge till I see my reference dot. Oh, look at there. There it is. Let's line it up. Okay. Now I'm going back. Now I've got about 35% transparency, so that I've got kind of a blend of the cyan is dominating now where it didn't before. The skin was underneath the hair, and you could see both, but neither one dominated, and now I've got my skin dominating. Now let's see. Merged it. I'm going to do it again. All right. Now I'm going to give it a little bit of color. And boost the contrast. All right. Did I do myself any good? Let's see. I think I did. And that's just to show me what was under the hair, just slightly. It was obscured by hair, but you could still see it. And I made the skin underneath dominate the image. And everything starts to come out, and you can indeed see that these are breasts, and they have the areolas and the nipples. And you can do isolated areas, you can do the whole photo. And you can do 2 or 3 photos in succession, and you can actually see them bounce and swing about. Now that definitely, it's awful hard to ignore things like that. I mean, you can claim all day to be the man in the suit, but if you don't make mention of anything like that, yeah, you're the one that's going to be doubted. And this is with probably a 3rd or 4th gen copy. If you get up close to the master and get this frame, they're going to be busting out. The image will pop, like they say. All right. And so there you have it. That's just one item. of many. And we're going to go into this film and to the nuts and bolts of it. And what I hope to do is do a data dump of things that I have on the film. It's for your benefit, so that you can be confident in making a decision about it. It's too important to take lightly, and it's too important to fight over. So, in a spirit of learning, and in a spirit of acceptance, and in a spirit of loving your neighbor, I thank you for your time.